name is Riddle. I'm a student at Gold Lake High School, and I have been working on another game jam for the past couple weeks, or really like week and a half. Um, I've been working on a game with my partner called Wobblebeans. Um, just happened to be another bean-related thing. Um, but we had done everything that we did in the last one, and this one I feel is a little better, more technically advanced and everything. So, um, here's my product management for everything, like the different um, systems for like things. This is where my sprint task list is for my players. So like we're planning on getting some kind of ragdoll system. This basically just turned into animations for movement, um, which were pretty complicated um, for Unity, because I hadn't really learned how to do it before now. So the player, like how it looks, and then we made a local multiplayer, which is like a split screen system that we have here. We have a lose system, which is technically just you respawn right where you were if you fall off the map, and then the basic movement. We got animation here for everything. The um, main menu mostly my partner Maddox did, um, and he designed like he did most of the level design. Just put the things everywhere and figured out some mechanics and everything. And I did the player movement and the animations and a couple other mechanics for the environment. But yeah, he did the main obstacle course and everything. I also did sounds, I guess. So jumping, walking, and the music, and then my partner did the main game theme. He's working on the main menu. So here's the main menu here. It's saved as a different scene from the main game scene. Um, so when I boot it up, you should be able to hear some music. Maybe very quietly, but you can hear it there, maybe. Like so, you can look at how to play. That's something that my partner did. Um, and it tells you the different movements for the different players and everything. Um, so the like left, backward, right, forward, and how to jump. Then you could pause, which my partner also did. So when you press play, hold on. Okay, sorry about that. But the um, so we have these players. How we did the movement is that well, for this player two on the right, the left and right arrow keys move in or turn the camera left and right, and then forward and back moves forward and back, and then the left player or player one moves with WASD in the same way, and then control jumps for this guy, and then space jumps for them. So you jump over here. I tried to get a jumping animation to work, um, but it didn't. It was really difficult to figure out, and it should stop the the running animation when you're not jumping. Maybe I need to fix that for the player over there, because it's working for player one, but the the running animation will stop when you are midair. Um, it's supposed to only play when you are on the ground. So I did the jump system by setting everything that you are able to jump on as the ground, and then only able to jump when you are touching the ground. And those platforms right up here that you can see on this screen, you may have seen that they were falling as I was going across them as player one, or just disappearing at least. So here, I'll make it across here, and then I'll demonstrate the thing. So this is a bouncy spring that my partner made that just launches you up when you touch it. And then when you fall off the edge, there are a bunch of death blades that when you collide with them, they will teleport you to a specific spot. The death plate code works by like having. Hold on, I'll show you. Death plate. When you there is like a bunch of specific little spots that you teleport to, that are unique to whichever death plate you have.
So that's essentially the entire game there.
So when you touch a death plate, then it'll just teleport you back up here. The very like bare bones of the movement system I took from my last game jam. Just like the movement forward and backward. That's about it. Everything else was pretty original. Oh, okay. So this death play took me back here because I was still too close. It's not really expected to just fall off the edge over there because there's not much of the not much of an obstacle where I just fell. But when you get over here, then you can like press this button, and that will raise a block over there. So that the other player can get over. I don't want to show everything off too much, but yeah, we did a lot of that. This button over here is kind of cool. My partner made it so that it makes a little area here, up here, and then you can get across to that button, which stops this one from spinning. This bar spins really fast, and you can't really navigate across it. And then it's just over here. Our mini theme was like ponies, so the whole goal is just to get to the horses. And this button at the end just makes a bridge to over there, so that so both players can get over here and push this gate to get to them. So that's mostly what I was doing for this game jam. I have my product management again, and then I have all this. This is all linked up website. But there is like a bunch of different stuff. Different bridges that we were using for different things. The menu was obviously for the main menu. Danger just was like the coding for the danger, the obstacles and everything. The obstacle course, this was actually the map. Player mechanics is movement, and then sound is sound. And then we put everything into the beta test, tested it out after merging things, and then we put it in the main. So yeah, that's mostly it. I have all my GitHub things, all these commits. So like the just a lot of different stuff. Sounds. This is all everything mixed together, all the branches. So yeah, we were initially gonna have a rope mechanic where your two players are tied together, but we didn't. That was a bit too technically advanced and like getting difficult to implement, so we didn't. So yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching. All right. Yeah, thanks for watching. See you in the next one. I will probably not do another one of these this year, because this is just basically the end of the class. So I'm planning on taking this again next year though, so I'll maybe make more of these.